I would like to talk about creating privacy as an actor. In the art of acting, the actor's ability to create a true sense of privacy is a crucial skill necessary in both stage and film. Stick around to the end of the video where I will explain a very difficult yet a very important exercise that can help you build this skill. Especially in film, the actor's ability to create a true sense of privacy while the camera is rolling contributes to so many different things. Here are a few examples. Privacy automatically creates a sense of mystery. Privacy opens the door to true and authentic behavior. And privacy also allows the audience to step into the inner life of the character. Without understanding how powerful true privacy really is on camera, some actors can get stuck trying to push for something, or trying to show something, or trying to feel something. And this really sends the actor into the opposite direction of what it really takes to find that in a different way. Now, here's the exercise. It is called a private moment. I briefly mentioned this exercise in an earlier video on the difference between stage acting and film acting. I'd like to get a little bit more in depth so that you can explore this exercise on your own. The exercise can be done in solitude. It can also be done in front of a coach, or it can be done in a classroom setting. It's an exercise that is not intended to be filmed, but it will allow you as an actor to let go of any need to show something or to do something interesting or to think that you have to be interesting. It allows you to actually deal with what it means to have a bit more of an irreverence to whether or not something is coming across to the audience. So the private moment is purely a muscle builder, and it's an important concentration muscle that an actor needs to develop to be able to be in front of the camera and not care what is coming across to the audience. I know it sounds a little bit funny to say that, but it is actually an important building block in the process of acting, to be able to just simply exist in the quote-unquote boring privacy, the boring reality of I'm sitting in a room, I'm completely alone, and I'm connected to just my thoughts and my feelings in the moment. What happens on camera when the actor is able to open up into that space is actually something quite remarkable. You might think that if I were to sit and watch an actor sitting alone without doing anything for 15 minutes, it would be very boring to watch. This is actually the opposite. It is very interesting, very compelling, because truthful behavior comes out, surprising impulses come out, and without the veneer of needing to act or to perform, we're able to step much deeper inside of the soul of the human being that we're watching. And that's what an actor needs to be able to open themselves up to. So the private moment is an exercise. You can do it from the point of view of the actor, or you could also do it from the point of view of a character. As a coach, I will usually, if an actor is unfamiliar with this exercise, I will usually have them first do the exercise from their point of view, as if they were the character, but without any elements of character present, so that they can just be in themselves and explore what it feels like to be in the exercise and to see if they can achieve some of the things that the exercise calls for. Here's what the exercise calls for. There is no need to tell a story. There's no need to act. There's no need to do anything interesting or compelling or whatever you think that might be. The first step is to create the space and know where you are, what room you're in. You don't enter and you can't leave. So you don't treat it at all like it's a scene where there's an entrance and an exit. The only thing that you're trying to recreate is the truth of privacy. And when we come in from the outside world and we enter into our private domain, our public persona goes down. So the way that we are in the world and the way that we deal with the world goes away. And our need, or in other words, our vulnerability, is up front. And then you take the risk to be in the space and in the privacy, and you take the risk to be boring. This is a difficult thing to achieve for a lot of actors, especially if you think you have to do something interesting, or you have to act, or you have to produce something, or you have to produce a result. This is a very important layer of the private moment exercise, is the willingness to be boring. And what this opens the actor up to is a world of possibilities that they've never experienced before. So the next step, or the next layer of a private moment, are activities. The activities that you have to explore in a private moment exercise should be private activities. So what is a private activity? A private activity is defined as something that you would stop doing if someone else entered the room. In other words, you would die if somebody, not literally die, but you would die if somebody entered and caught you doing this activity. Now, that does not mean that it's something embarrassing, like picking your nose or going to the bathroom. That's not the point of the exercise, or that's not the point of the private activity. A real and true private activity is something that we do that comes out of a need, that comes out of a vulnerability. For example, praying might be a private activity. Pretending to win an Academy Award in front of an imaginary audience might be a private activity. Straightening up your room sometimes might be a private activity. Looking at yourself in the mirror and pointing at yourself might be a private activity. There are many examples, and when we explore the exercise as actors, even just from ourselves, give something of yourself to the exercise and explore it. The goal is to step through this private activity and discover something about your need. In other words, when the private moment exercise is executed successfully, the actor has a revelation about something, about their need, or about who they are as human beings, or about a truth. And this is gold. It's something that cannot really be defined except by the energy that you feel when you observe an actor achieve the private moment exercise. In order to really understand it, you might be able to understand it intellectually, but it's essential to experience the exercise. And once you've experienced it, you'll truly have the information, because everybody's experience of this exercise is personal and individual. Nobody experiences the exercise in the same way. And that's what makes us unique as actors and as artists. And it's also what makes this work so profound. Now, when you do a character private moment, for example, when you work on a character, a specific character from a play or a screenplay, you use what you know about the circumstances of the character and the homework that you did. You take the character out of the script, and in the private moment exercise, you place yourself into the character's private world. And knowing what the framework is, there's no need to perform. There's no need to be interesting. There's no need to treat it like a scene. It's liberating, and it allows the actor the freedom to explore who the three-dimensional human being is. Who is this human being that's sitting in this room by themselves, without a story to tell, without anything that they have to worry about in terms of obligation? And what is the simple privacy of this human being? There's no other exercise that allows the actor to really do that before they have to show up on the set or even show up to rehearsal to start working on the material and working on blocking and working on the performance that they have to deliver. And this part of the character, once you've established it in this exercise, it'll never leave you. It'll always be there. And that is what the actor can hold on to make sure that they are truthful and authentic. And through this connection to the privacy of the character, there are so many things that can emerge in the performance that you wouldn't be able to create otherwise. I hope you'll be able to use this exercise to discover new things about your characters. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more videos like this one. Go to the description below for links to my website as well as my free weekly newsletter. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.